Right, I wanted to make a video, sort of tutorial solution video um, for a problem I encountered while making this sort of project, this prototype that I'm working on. Um, just taking a break from my last project, so I thought I'd work on this one. It is like an RPG thing, so what it is, I have like grids and stuff. I have a grid, and it's using the AStar2D system in Godot. But you can see it's a custom grid, right? So this is like an irregular grid with it's all custom, right? Because when I tried to look this up on YouTube, um, all the videos were on like how to make AStar work with tile maps or whatever. So I thought I'd make this video to explain how to make a custom grid. And because when I got quite confused when I first started this project and trying to use AStar, and it wasn't immediately obvious. So I wanted to look on YouTube, and it wasn't there. So I thought I'd, after working it out, I thought I'd make a video just in case anyone needs it. So let's see. So first, I guess what you do for my custom grid, you want to set up your points, right? And these could be anything really. They could be any sort of node. Well, no, they need to be a node 2D. I'm pretty sure. Perhaps they could be a control node. Yeah, perhaps they could be a control node. But I think they have to be a node 2D. Okay. So next thing you want to do, once you've set up your custom grid, you want to connect them. So what you have to do is set up like a, use a scene, so it's a bit easier, and set up a script. I don't think I need this area anymore. No, I don't think I even use it. Am I using this area? Oh yeah, I'm using it to show the lines. Okay. I'm not using this anymore. But anyway, what you want to do is you don't need these ones. This is just what I was using for my particular game. What you need is a variable for AStar grid, or AStar, or whatever you want to call it. And then what you really need, most importantly, is, well, you don't need this. What you need is point ID and AStar connections. And then what you do, you go back to your points and you go through them like this. So you add 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., all the way along, and then you can do 13, 25, etc. You just want to number all your grid. And don't forget, this can be any shape you want, any pattern you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's actually just show that it doesn't matter. How can I do this? I want to. I don't want to get rid of all those. Sorry, excuse the. This won't be here This will be instantiated later on, but that's just for testing. All right, so what you want to do is turn off. Let's see how I can do this. So maybe turn right side off, and then save that for later. And then I1. That should give me 1 hero. Yeah, it gave me 1 hero. Okay, and then I have another testing sort of thing. Let's see. Oh, I think I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't. Here it is. Oh, it's annoying. Oh, yeah, I can move things now. That's good. Okay. So now I go to, just to show that it is real. It doesn't matter. It can be whatever shape you want it to be. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And you see it works. So this would be great, right? If you've got a game like Stellaris or something like that as well, because you can set up the points however you want. Also, I should just say that there's probably a way more efficient way to do this. You could do it programmatically. I'm sure you could. You could like name all these. You could name them. You could even instantiate them and name them the point ID. Right? You could name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you could connect them that way programmatically. But how you would exactly do that, I'm not sure. That's way beyond me. I'm just showing you how I did it. So anyway, you've done all you've done your point IDs, and then you connect them. You get your A-star connections, and you just write in the IDs. So point 1 is connected to point 13, point 14, and point 2. Okay, so you've done that. Now you want like a manager, like an A-star manager. So battle A-star points. And all this is going to do is create your A-star grid. So AStar.grid.new or AStar2D.new, and then connect points. So 4 point in points. Oh, get your points, right? Just get the children. And then you want to add the points to the A-star grid. Oh, and this is to tell the point about the A-star grid. It's kind of unnecessary. That's an unnecessary step unless you want to do that. But the main thing is to A-star grid, add point, point ID, point.global position. Yeah, that's why they have to be a node 2D. Then you want to connect your points, and we have the connections because we put them in manually. So you've connected them, everything like that. And that's pretty much it. Should work. And then you can move your character, or whatever you're using. I'm using a rigid body because I thought it'd be fun to have them like knocked around, stuff like that. I just thought it'd be fun. But you could use any. You could use. I was using a Node 2D, and just positioning plussing. Actually, first I was doing like turn-based combat, but I found that really boring. So I just made it into a real-time auto battler sort of game. But you know, how would you move things on your grid? Let's have a look at that. So you have your process. You can input things. You can select things. Get the global mouse position. And you can select your hero. And then this stuff is kind of right. This is like, are you attacking or are you just moving? Well, it's just a debug thing. Valid path. Find valid path. Here we are. So you put in your position that you want to move to. Then you find the closest point to that position. And this is an inbuilt function in the AStar2D grid. So you get closest point, and then you'll get a point ID back. Right, remember those point IDs that we got? And then that's not important. Am I even using that? I don't think I'm even using that anymore. No. Okay. And then you create an ID path. Okay. And then you can do whatever you want with that ID path. That will give you an array of the point IDs. So that would be like, if you wanted to move there to there, it would be like something like 1, 13, 26. Yeah. So once you've got that path, you can, there is an inbuilt, you could either do it, there is an inbuilt function like AStar grid get point position or something. Yeah, get point position. So you could be like for ID in ID path get point position, and then you could store that in an array. But the problem with that was it was returning local position. Yeah. So because my scene isn't in the center, see, I've put it to the side here so that you know, when you're doing Y, where I've done that because when you're doing it's confusing otherwise, because I won't move it because it's annoying, but this would be like minus, you know, this is the 0 line and this is the 0 line, and so it would be like minus plus minus plus minus plus. So that's why I put everything here, and that's why using position, if you use that ID position, it would move stuff over here, right? Which is annoying. So that's why I've gone to the original points. I've grabbed the original points using the IDs that we got, and I've just returned those as the path instead of the other way. So then let's say you found the path and then you get your hero and then you move along that path. So the way I've done it is I got a debug line, which I don't really need, but it's there. I've got the moving true, moving false that I can use. And I've got an await for a hero arrived. So what's happening is this is just debug line, that doesn't matter. Would have occupy all points for, right, so that's just my pathfinding situation, that doesn't really matter. And then the main thing is this, so 4 point in modified points, move the hero to the point. So that is basically just setting the destination as that point's global position. And this is just my sort of system, so that doesn't matter. But this is all you need. And then you're going up to physics process, and you're setting the destination, setting the direction. For me, applying impulse, but it could just be, position plus equals direction, whatever. And then if we're not moving, right, then we emit the signal, hero arrived. And if we've emitted the signal, hero arrived, that means that we've arrived and we can await. We can go past the await, and we can go on to the next point and the next point, etc., etc. And that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else I need to show you that is relevant to that. I mean, there's things I could show you about this particular game, but that's not important. It's not general. Okay, so yeah, if you've got any questions, leave a comment. You can use it. You can even add me on Discord. I don't mind. And yeah, thanks.